Hola, happy Sabado. What I wanted to say is this. Look, I have tried very hard to be non-reactive. It's very difficult, and I hope that you understand that, okay? I really wish you would stop feeding into the stuff. You've seen my other videos. I'm positive about it. I honestly don't think you're with, the gentleman that you claim to be with. I think what happened is you asked your friend. I know he's your friend. Okay, I do know that. I think you asked your friend to pretend to be your boyfriend so that I would stop talking to you. Because that's how I acted with Geraldo Perez when Geraldo Perez was pretending to be your boyfriend. Look, whatever you want to do with your life, it's up to you. I have a very strong feeling that when I come down, you'll be there. I will do absolutely everything I can to avoid you, like I promised. I'm still going to get you a little present, and I still have presents for you that I will be bringing down, with my evidence that I didn't do anything wrong. This is going to be an interesting trip. I hope it doesn't actually end up as an interesting trip. I hope it's just a very boring trip, honestly, full of pizza pie. But my point is, I'm going to get you a little present, and I have, of course, the presents that I had gotten you. Jesuit soup making, Jesuit bread making, the 2 books, another book, a little stuffed llama, and I will get you, it's a beautiful inverted cross with a inverted pentagram, made to look like rosary beads in a way. Not really. I don't think it looks like rosary beads, but then again, I know what rosary beads look like. But it's a very beautiful little ornament that expresses who you truly are on the inside. You truly are a little bruja. You're just not my little bruja. But my point is, I still love, respect, and cherish you. The friendship that we had when we had our friendship meant a whole lot to me. Okay? It might mean nothing to you. I don't really know what's going on. A lot of what I think is going on, and I'm probably wrong, because I think you were over-exaggerating your symptoms when I first started talking to you. The first thing you said when I began befriending you, years back, remember, it was quite an ordeal for me to get you to warm up to me, originally, and then you finally did. Do you remember what you said? You said, I can't even talk to you in real life. You remember that? You said you couldn't even talk to me in real life, and what did I say? I don't care. Do you remember that? And I don't care. I don't think that you have symptoms that are that pronounced. I really don't. But even if you did, I wouldn't care. I never did care, and I wouldn't care now. I don't care now. Okay? I think that maybe you might be somewhat embarrassed as to how you present yourself. It doesn't matter to me. It never did, and it never will. Okay? Believe me. You don't think I looked like a complete moron for 2 months now? And more. These trolls have gotten me to go off on, what's his name? Antonio Sanchez. Remember, I would make the Antonio Sanchez videos. Taco taco. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, if it does have to do with anything like that, it's no biggie. It's no biggie. And the thing is, again, if you don't want to see me, you're never going to see me. You'll never know I was even there. There might be some pizza crusts. No, I'm just joking. I actually eat the crusts. Actually, the crust is my favorite part of the pizza, as weird as that is. Interesting, huh? But, yeah, if you want to see me, you'll definitely see me, but you don't want to see me. And you were clear about that. When you did talk to me, you were clear of that. Why you feed into this negativity and why you help them get reactions out of me, if you want me to stop, I don't know. And as I said before, I'm sorry about exploding on you like I did. What happened, and I'm not lying, like, this is the thing, I always tell the truth, and you always, like, think I'm a liar, or I don't know what is going on. But what happened was I was in Adonis Paul's chat, and Randolph Vance wanted me to check out his channel, check out his latest video on me. And he mentioned the fake ban. Like, the way they're portraying me is completely ridiculous, and they just keep lying about me. I have, a whole clothing line that makes me look like an idiot. Now they're sending people over my home. You know what I mean? They have been calling me on the phone, except until they realized I don't pick up the phone if I don't know the number. I mean, it's just, you can't expect me to continually not react to this. And I think the Basketball American gentleman, I know he's a friend of yours because I saw you guys, and I know you were speaking in the mating call of the ghetto to one another. But like holla, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't think that you're with him. I really don't. I don't think you would do that. Unless you're really that different, I strongly doubt that. I think what happened is you're like, look, dude. You're like, to him, you're like, look, dude, this big scary man won't leave me alone. Can you pretend to be my boyfriend so he leaves me alone? Or pretend to be my fiancé until he leaves me alone. And or you thought I would react with a lot of N-bombs and things like that. Well, I didn't react the way you thought, did I? Did I? I am different. I'm just not completely different. I can't be. Like I said, I know things. You can't unknow stuff. But even if you did have a child with someone else that you're claiming you don't, I don't know what to believe at this point. I think you do. I really do think you do. Okay? Even if you had a child that wasn't like us, you know what I'm saying? Or a child that wasn't Hispanic, I would gladly adopt your child, and I would gladly help you with anything that you needed help with as long as it was in my power. That's the truth. Okay? And honestly, like I said, you know where I'm coming from. I'm not after money. I'm not after anything. Really, if I come down and you want to see me, I'll just give you your little present and walk away, but you're not going to see me. I'm getting the present just in case, though. Why? I never go anywhere empty-handed. And plus, I can't drink wine. So, there you go. So, I'm going to bring you a beautiful, there's actually a photo of it in the community tab. It's a very beautiful inverted crucifix. It doesn't have Jesus on it, but it's a beautiful inverted crucifix with a beautiful inverted pentagram, because I know who you really are on the inside. I know who you are. Anyway, I want you to understand, despite all of this, and despite you trying to get it seems it's difficult. With you, it seems like you really, in a way, you really do want me to leave you alone, but in another way, you're picking at me and picking at me and picking at me and looking for reactions and looking to get reactions and looking to get reactions. So, I don't really know if you're going back and forth in your own head with what you want, and you know what? I don't have time to be figuring this out anymore. If you want to see me, okay, if you do want to see me, if you change your mind when I get down there, I said, I'll let you know whatever, what's what before I come down. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I can't do it publicly, so I don't know really how I'm going to do it. But I do want to let you know exactly what's going on. That way we can avoid each other more easily. Where I'm going, I don't think you live anywhere near there, or at least you didn't. So I'm going to be staying very far away from where you live on purpose. That way we don't accidentally, I'm not going out to get food or something and, I see you or something. And it'll make it easier on both of us if I do that, if I purposely place myself a distance away from you. But if you change your mind and you want to see me, I will see you. It's that simple. But I don't think you're going to. But I will definitely keep you abreast of the situation. Either as much as I can say publicly, I will. I don't want to say too much about exactly where I'm going to be or exactly what time I'm leaving or exactly, because I have these idiots. These idiots are threatening to put coke in my frickin' luggage so that I get in trouble. You know what I mean? This is the craziness of these people. Do you understand what I'm saying? It ain't cool. It ain't cool. I did nothing to you except care about you. And if you want me to forget about you, I'm not going to forget about you. But I will do my best to not react to this stuff, and I'm going to do my best to stop making videos about you. Okay? That's what I can do. To be honest, in the reality of the situation, and I'm sorry I reacted the way I did, there's nothing that you or I can do about what's already out there. There's nothing you or I can do about it. But what we can do is we can try and stop doing this to each other. Okay? I care about you. I genuinely care about you. Okay? I'm sorry about the reaction I had. The thing is, I have bad reactions to other people's bad behavior. I'm not blaming the other people. Everybody wants to say I'm blaming the other people. No, it's my fault that I react the way I do. But I'm working on that. It's their fault that they know that I have an anger issue that I've spoken about at length. And they're taking advantage of my anger issue. Okay? But it is ultimately my fault that I react the way I do. And I'm working on that. I really am. I promise you that if you did choose to meet me, I will be a perfect gentleman. You're not going to choose to meet me. I know that, and I will be doing everything I can to avoid you, but I'm just letting you know. I really do care about you. I wouldn't have put myself through this long. I wouldn't have hung in there this long if I didn't think there was a part of you that still cared about me. And I think I saw that part of you that cared about me when you reached out to me and told me to stop. But then you go and you do other stuff. And I think that's because I reacted the way I did to Randolph Vance's thing. Ultimately, what I think we both need to remember is deep down, I think we are still friends. I know that I do still consider you my friend, despite all this. And I'm going to try again to not react to stuff. The problem is I have to make these things publicly because I can't converse with you privately, and I don't blame you. You don't want to converse with me privately, you're not going to converse with me privately. But the thing is, when they see me make videos like this is when they start ramping everything up. Ramping it up and ramping it up and ramping it up to make me act like a maniac. And like I said, ultimately, yes, it's my fault. It's my fault if I react badly. But it's their fault that they're trying to get me to react badly. So, I'm coming down in March. Okay? I will do everything in my power to avoid you. I'm going to try and let this die down. Hopefully, as it dies down and quiets down, we can both calm ourselves and center ourselves. And you can understand that, I really do care about you, or I wouldn't have put myself through this. If I didn't care about you, instead of arguing with this crap, I'd have been like, that chick's a crazy bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been like, that chick's a crazy bitch. I'm done. That's what I would have done. I wouldn't have gotten so upset over you if I didn't care about you. And the thing is, even with the Basketball American thing, I'm not saying that to get you back. I never had you. Everybody says I'm trying to get you back. I've never had you. I've never been in a romantic relationship with you. I've never claimed to have been in a romantic relationship with you. I've claimed to have wanted to be in a romantic relationship with you. Right now, I don't think I do, because I think you're a little crazy, okay? And I don't know if I can trust you 100% to be 100% honest if we were in a romantic relationship. But what I can do is I can say this. I care about you, and I wouldn't want to see you hurt yourself or put yourself at any risk by being with anybody that isn't good for you. And that's just the way I'm saying it. And you can react to that any way you want. I think that you chose him to pretend to be your boyfriend because you thought it would intimidate me in some way. I'm not intimidated by anything. Anything ever. It doesn't intimidate me. Some things make me angry, like when people threaten me. It makes me angry. When people try to intimidate me by sending people to my apartment complex, it angers me. It frustrates me. It does not intimidate me. I am not easily intimidated. Okay? I never have been. I never will be. It's just the way I am. So, that's why when the trolls were saying that they're going to murder me when I come to Argentina and all that crap, okay, what didn't I do? I didn't act like a coward. I told them, no, I'm coming down. In fact, that sealed the deal. That's what actually got me to get the ticket, is because when they said that they were going to hurt me if I came down, actually kill me is what they said, I had to wonder what is going on down there. What the hell is going on down there? So that actually cemented the fact that I needed to buy a ticket. And everybody's wondering how I bought the ticket. The ticket was only $788 because I looked very hard to get a good priced ticket. It was not $1,300. Now, the other thing is I saved up to get that ticket for over 6 months. The third thing is it's cheaper for me to go to Buenos Aires It's cheaper for me to live in Buenos Aires for 2 weeks than it would be for me to live where I live for 2 weeks. Do you understand that? The cost of living is so much lower in Buenos Aires compared to Pennsylvania that I can afford to live in Buenos Aires for 2 weeks much more. It's about a quarter of the cost to live in Buenos Aires as it is to live. It's about a quarter of the cost to live in the most expensive part of Buenos Aires as it is to live in the crappiest part of Pennsylvania. I don't quite live in the crappiest part, but I live, well, you guys know where I live because you're sending people over my place and doxing me all the time. But it's not quite, I don't live in quite the worst part of Pennsylvania, but the worst parts in Philly, like the hood, yeah, it's real cheap. But it's still more expensive than Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires is about a quarter of the cost to live in as where I live. It's not expensive. This doesn't mean I have exorbitant amounts of money or that I can just throw money around like crazy. The reason I got that ticket is I thought my friend needed help. That was the reason I got that ticket. She doesn't need my help. She doesn't want my help. She doesn't want me. And I just have to deal with it. And that's all, man. That's all. And you know what, sweetie? I want you to know I care about you. I do love, respect, and cherish you. I really am going to work my hardest, my absolute hardest, to not react to things for you. For you. Okay? And you have to understand, like I said, if I didn't care about you, when you appeared on Daywave, I wouldn't have gotten angry at all. I would have just said, that's a crazy bitch, and left it at that. Okay? But the thing that you need to understand, if you didn't appear on Daywave, this would have died out on its own. So some of it is your fault. I wish you would take responsibility for some of the stuff that's your fault. I wish you would stop picking at things. You know, just let the stuff heal. Let my wounds heal. Even if they scar, just let them heal. Okay? Let my wounds heal. It's bad enough that they keep reopening them. You don't have to be the one rubbing the salt in them. Okay? So keep in mind that I do love, care about, and respect you. And when I come down, unless you want to know where I'm at and you want to see me, you won't see me at all. You won't even know I was there. But if you do want to see me, I'm going to give you a couple presents that I got you over the course of a couple years. It's a makeup bag, a little stuffed llama, or is it Yama? Tell me that if I ever talk to you. Is it llama or Yama? I know Jaguar is actually Jaguar. But I need to know, is it llama or Yama? I got you a book on Jesuit bread making and a book on Jesuit soup making. I got you a cute little bag of designer makeups that you may or may not be able to get in Buenos Aires. And I got you a little book on Aesop's Fables. If you have a kid, that would be adorable because it's a kid's book, or you could even just give it to your sister. It's a little kid's book of Aesop's Fables. I saw it and I thought, hey, she likes Greek stuff and Mediterranean stuff. I'm going to grab that up for her. But yeah, I just got it because I thought it was a cute thing. These are things I got you over the years that I wanted to bring down because of the I can't name it. It postponed me coming down, and it led me to just find some things for you. And if you don't want them, I'm sure I can donate them to a church or something. There's probably churches everywhere down there where I can just go, here's some free stuff, give it to some kids that need it or something. Anyway, that's all for this video. As I say, taco, 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 taco. I do love you, and that's why I'm doing this. I respect you. Please try not to pick at me. I'm sorry I exploded over that whole Randolph Vance thing. I'm going to try and not look at anything anymore. Okay, that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and do my best to just try and stick to my own stuff. And, hopefully this will be the last crazy video I make. But I won't yell at you ever again. I promised I wouldn't yell at you ever again, and I won't yell at you ever again. I don't want to be cultivating an unhealthy mindset in either of us or an unhealthy emotional state in either of us. We both deserve time to heal. We both deserve time to, just relax. So have a good night, and what is it? Sol Diez or Diez de Sol or something. My Spanish is terrible. See, you really should teach me Spanish. I'll give you money. But you don't need my money. It's okay. I'm just joking. You have a good night.